Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23 and it is time for round 6 of our Moto2 career mode. It is time for Mugello. So then guys and girls, from a terrible qualifying, we're almost at the back row. We're waiting for the red lights to go out and we'll try to do our very best in this very difficult race. Now of course, if you're not aware, the AI always struggle when we start races, so do not think that this is a lower difficulty, because towards the latter stage of this race you'll realise how difficult and how challenging this game really is on its hardest setting. I have no idea why they struggle off the line, but for the rest of this they will not struggle. I mean, they're already closing in rather rapidly, so I have no idea how well this is going to go today. I'm actually really concerned. I've been dreading to do this video because I know how strong the AI are. And I also have the issue with, we are struggling so much with fuel. If you haven't been watching my previous episodes, then just note that our bike loses fuel and has way much more tyre degradation than anyone else. We really struggle in the fuel. So I'm already dropping down to power setting 2. I'm going to try and save power setting 3 for the straights only. Let's see how well that goes. I mean, so far so good. We are still in the lead temporarily because apparently Pedro Acosta wants to launch it up on the inside of Arrabbiata 2. Now, our biggest championship threats, of course, Tony Arbolino, Pedro Acosta. And as I mentioned already, if you haven't been watching the other episodes, I'll give you the rundown. 61 points clear is Tony Arbolino from us in the championship, and Pedro Acosta's around 10 or 20 points behind him. So we need to win this race, or we need to just very much stay with them. But that is such a tall order. The AI here are so fast in Moto 2. In qualifying, I gave it everything. I really did, and I could not do any better than 27th, something like that on the grid. Whoa, Acosta! Has he gone down? He did! So did Agura, and so did Chantra. One of our main... I went wide there. One of our main championship protagonists has gone down. Tony Arbolino is still in the lead, and we're just barely holding on to second place. So this is kind of how I imagine it would go. We would start the lap, we would be strong, and then we'd start dropping positions, but aggressive on the brakes. Looks like Tony is quite slow into the first corner for San Donato. Went to very close to Tiger Tony, but not too close enough to hit him, but certainly had me a bit worried as I've completely messed that up going into turn 2. The Luco corner has yielded negative results for us, and we're off the track again. Now this is... I'm just trying so hard now, I'm pushing too much. I'm just desperate to stay with Tony. I've got to stay with him. I think I've really made a mess of that now. I cannot afford to keep losing time to him, so I'm going to use a bit more power setting 3. Hopefully I can just stay with him a little bit longer. I'm happy to use the fuel as long as we stay with Tony. But considering what happened in RF, the last time we used fuel we had to use power setting 2 for the duration of the last half of the race, and it was just diabolical. So, well, it's going to be something very similar, and we don't receive any package upgrades until the summer break, which will occur after Assen, which is 2 races time after this one. We'll have the Sachsenring and then the Assen GP. So let's just see what happens. Hopefully we can get a package that will improve our bike, because we desperately need it. We've clearly dethroned Marcos Ramirez as top rider within the forward team. It's just a big ask to try and compete with the AI. Of course, something else with 120% difficulty AI in this game to note. Oh, look at Arenas. Really strong going through there is Alberto Arenas, but we're going to try and get him back upon the brakes into Bacine. We do retake second place, but for not for very long, as he forced his way through. More riders going down into Bacine. But Aaron Canet, wow, that was a hit and a half. But as I mentioned, the difficulty of the AI in this game is that they do not suffer any tyre wear, they do not suffer any fuel loss, and they also don't suffer the acceleration within the corner. So as the player brings on the power, the bike stands up, the gyroscopic momentum takes you into a neutral riding position, so you have to reduce the throttle. The AI do not need that, so in the corners they will take so much time away from you. It is a very challenging experience. It's very enjoyable because it is challenging, but it's also very annoying at the same time. And that was a very tight track limit warning, and look at us now, we're getting eaten alive. We have to go back to power setting 3, we have no choice. Trying to contend with these riders in power setting 2 is impossible. It just cannot be done. We lose so much time in the corners, coming out of the corners, on the straights. Challenging. above, in fact beyond challenging. It's ridiculous. It's almost impossible, which I think it is impossible. Maybe players who are better than me, such as the esport players, but I would like to think I'm a pretty good competitive player, but it takes a tall order to beat these guys in Moto 2, especially for the 11 plus laps. If you're talking 6 or 7 laps, a sprint, it can be done, but the strength of the riders and the AI towards the latter stage of the race, they just go beyond impressive. So we're going to have to be really careful here, and we're already down to 5th place. Tony Arbolino is miles ahead. He is so far ahead that I don't think it's worthwhile mentioning, as I've completely messed that up. Oh, no penalty. Wow. Okay. I'll not make a habit of that. That was a mistake, but yeah, it is what it is. But into the final corner. This is Bacine, turn 15. Philip Salat, Jake Dixon have gone down behind us. So that's a strange corner. It seems AI are really struggling in that corner. I don't know why. Are they touching the apex? Whatever they're doing, it's not working. So I will avoid that as much as I possibly can. Now, the only place I would say I feel pretty strong is here in San Donato. We are able to close in quite the gap. A little bit deep there for turn 1 this time. But the gap is down to less than a second. So, not bad, I guess. We'll see what we can do, but I'm honestly not hopeful for this one. I think a top 10 finish would be good enough. We're going to lose a lot of points in this one. We're not going to be able to be competitive. I do think we're going to have to do a second season in Moto 2. I don't think I'm going to be able to win it this season. Ooh, apologies. Got a little bit excited there. Thought I went down as we go around the outside of Jeremy Alcoba. Fabulous Jeremy, of course. And then we do have the 2 speed-ups there as well, with Fermin Aldeguer and Alonso Lopez. And look at Sean Dillon Kelly having a terrific ride there in 8th place. Well, number 4 up to 8th already. It's good things are coming for the American, as Jeremy Alcoba just completely dominates us. You can see what I was talking about earlier. Their corner speed is second to none. We just simply cannot compete with it. They're so fast going around the corners, and as the player, you can't even accelerate in those corners, because if you do, the bike will stand up straight. As we go round the outside of Aldeguer, not going to happen as Lonzo Lopez comes through. Had to pick it up there because I thought he was going to take me out, and we're down to 8th. We're already going to be staring at the potential in bottom 10. Oh! Pushing Sean Dillon Kelly off the circuit. Oh, I didn't even mean to go there. Oh, Tony Arbolino's gone down! The Milanese race, I can't say it, rider has gone down. Whoa, I did not see that coming. Oh, and he was getting punted. I'm going to try and avoid Tony as much as I can and get into the slipstream of Lopez so I can then try and hold on to some sort of positions. But wow, that was a strange couple of corners. Alberto Reinas is now your race leader, and we have inherited 5th. Oh, around the outside, possibly of Aldeguer into turn 1. Not quite close enough. The number 54 still holds on to 4th. But I am giving it everything I can here. If you want to know for context how difficult this is, fire up Mugello, use this bike, put it on Power Setting 2, put it on the hardest difficulty, and just see how well you fare. I swear to you, it is extremely difficult. But I'm not complaining. I know it may sound like it, but I'm actually grateful of the challenge. I'm just hoping that when we get to the best bikes, so if we get to the Elfmart VDS team, if we get to the HP Pons 40 or even the Red Bull KTM team, that we should be capable of winning races. The only concern I have is the power. If we could just have Power Setting 3 as much as they do, I think we'd win a lot of the races. I can live with the corner thing, I can live with us not having much acceleration in the corners, I can live with that, it's fine. We're strong in the brakes, we're much better than the AI. But the power, I need that power, I need Power Setting 3, because you'll see the difference in lap times. When we set, wow, that's a beautiful move around the outside, but it's not going to stick. Lopez is going back on through. Good play from the number 21. And now into the left, change of direction. Wow, can you imagine taking your hands off the handlebar there to complain in Biandetti 1? It's not going to happen. But as I mentioned, we're into Power Setting 3, and you can see the differences. Arenas has gone down, and he's taking Canet with him. Oh, Tony Arbolino's complaining at something. I've never seen that animation before where they just complain. Maybe he's calling for a red flag because there must be oil or something down in that corner. And we're actually very fortunate. We're up to 4th place in a very fortunate situation. As you can see with Power Setting 3, we're able to gain 0.4 of a second as we go firm on the brakes into turn 1. Don't even know where to look in this one. So it's Jeremy Alcoba's leading the race. Wow. It shows you how bonkers this one is. And Tony Arbolino has been down on the floor. He's now back up to third. Acosta, who went down earlier on, has made no impression of the top 10 again. And here comes Lopez, having a good battle here with the speed up. Of course, the bike I rode in last year's game, MotoGP 22. Very strong motorcycle. I did like it. I do enjoy Moto2, I will be honest. I think it's one of the most enjoyable championships to do in these games. I think they're brilliant. Bit of a mistake there going into Savelli. I don't think I'm going to be able to do my patented Casanova-Savelli change of direction overtake. But you better believe I'm going to give it my best shot. So now into the right-hand side. Oh, I honestly felt like he was going to go for a lunge there. But look at the difference. I haven't got that power to contend with him. We'll go on the brakes and... Oh, I can't. I wanted to get back over the inside. Oh, contact. I'm not trying to instigate contact. He's just trying to do everything I can as I get pushed wide there from Sean Dillon Kelly. I was actually trying to get out of his way. We're going to try and go around the outside. This is a messy race, guys and gals. Far from my best work. As Sean Dillon Kelly goes on through, just have to move out his way. And look at Lorenzo Dalla Porta. This is the... Oh, Sergio Garcia. No, it's Canet. He completely mugged me off then. I couldn't turn at all. Ah, that's cost me massive time. Okay, so we're not going to be staying in fourth place after all, as Tony Arbolino has gone down again. Can you believe it? No wonder he was gesticulating his disappointment in Bacine corner on the previous lap. It's caught him out again for the second time this race. But that is fantastic news for the championship. You never want to see another rider crash unless they're your championship rival. So this time around we've got a chance. But look at us going around the outside of not one but two into turn one. Not close, not good enough though to hold the line, but good enough to get past Aaron Canet nonetheless. But Lorenzo Dalla Porta, Jeremy Alcoba, Sean Dillon Kelly, having races like their careers depended on it. And I'm completely wide there, give me a penalty. Unbelievable. What a race this has been. This has been just so spontaneous is the word I'm going to use for this one. Sporadic in excitement. In fact, no, it hasn't. It's been non-stop excitement. As we go into Casanova and Savelli, can we get the job done? No, not quite. You better believe I was thinking about it. But the sheer amount of drama in this race has been unbelievable. Never stop MotoGP 23, but look at the speed difference. I can't defend anything into Arrabbiata 2. I've got the medium front and the hard rear, so it's not the tyres, it's just lack of power. And as you can see, we're already trending to be in the negative fuel here. I've got a long couple of laps ahead of me, guys and gals. But this is part of the commitment. This is what you guys wanted to see. You wanted to see 50% races, and that's what we've got. And I very much enjoy it. I find it makes me a better player. Keeping that consistency up for as many laps as possible is way more entertaining than just a short, small sprint race, as Joe Roberts with the absolutely beautiful move into Biandetti 1 there. And Jeremy Alcoba's gone down now. He's binned it as well. Does anyone want to win this race? So more riders are going down. 3 riders are down. Canet's down. Arenas is down. What is going on? Your top 3 is Aldeguer, Lopez and Lorenzo Dalla Porta. I mean, add to the excitement, you've got Jeremy Alcoba in 4th place. Mr. Mr. Irresponsible riding himself. Incredible. Absolutely fantastic from the number 52. We're now into San Donato for turn 1. We're a little bit deep. And there goes the Grassini Triumph engine ahead of us as we now go to the left-hand side for Luco. Quick change of direction into the right-hander. This is Poggio Secco corner. Very tight to the apex as we bring on the power. Keep off the grass. Keep off the green. Not too far away, actually. Can you believe it? Look at that name behind us again. A 1:49.406 he set earlier on. That is just completely bonkers lap time. That is way too fast for me. As I say, I don't look too bad. I mean, there's a lot of corners I could be a little bit quicker on, of course, but to find 2 seconds, I think that's esports territory, I really do. I'd have to speak to the esport riders, speak to the likes of Plat for 1 for Life, Jackhammer 4658, and I have to have a chat with them and say, look, how the hell can I be faster in Moto 2? But look at that move up on the inside into Scarperia. That was not the cleanest of overtakes, but it'll do. We're still leading for 5th place. But look at the speed. Yeah, I can't contend with that. I would like to do a full lap on Power Steering 3 just to see the difference. Because realistically, our race pace, look at that. Tony Arbolino takes not 1 but 2. It's a buy one, get one free offer going into Correntaio. And it looks like Tony Arbolino's the only man with the voucher. He took the bog off. And he's got it. He's already up to 5th place. This can't be beaten. Oh, is that Jeremy Alcoba going for a long distance corner? Oh, Zonta van der Gerberg went down as well. That's a shame for the young man, of course, doing very well actually in Moto2. Hope to see him grabbing some podiums in the future for Zonta. Let's hope that can happen. But another decent lap time again. It's a 1:51.3. The lap times have been very consistent. It's just really difficult to contend with the AI here. On lap 9 of 11, top 6 would be incredible. 2 Japanese riders on the pursuit here as well. Ayagora in 7th, and Kota Nazane, former World Superbike rider, of course, for the GYRTR Yamaha. And now into the left. Back into the right. This is Borgo San Lorenzo. We're not a million miles away from Ethan Guevara, but the problem is going into beyond Arrabbiata 1 and 2. The next couple of corners up as we approach here to the left-hand side, and then these double right-handers. The gap is 0.6 of a second now. Yes, Guevara, I'm talking about you, as he has a good look over his shoulder. And the gap going into Scarperia, yeah, it's going to be well over a second. So we lose 0.3 of a second in that corner alone. Too difficult, too much for us. We can't contend with that. I'm giving it everything. I really am. Still rocking power setting 2 as well. There's got to be an answer for this. I just sincerely hope that when we upgrade this bike, we lose that stigma, we lose that caveat of having no fuel. Once that is changed, I think we can be so competitive. Oh, that is a track limit warning. We could be looking at a long lap penalty here if I'm not careful. I kind of deserve one, but I'm just trying to eke out every single 10th. I'm not intentionally cutting corners there, by the way, guys. It's just when you're in the moment and you're pushing as much as you can. As Ayagora goes down for the 2nd time this race, I'm just trying to get everything. I'm actually just trying to survive, just trying to stay on board the bike. Across the line, this is lap 9 complete. We have just 2 more laps to go, and again, 3 very consistent lap times there. Deviation of no more than 1/10.5. You can't say I've not tried. I am doing everything I possibly can. Really am. I'm just trying to take points back from Tony and from Pedro Acosta. Just giving it everything. Never ever say never, because you never know what can happen. Anything can happen in racing, and it probably will. And considering what the Pacine corner has done so far to the AI, we could still have a future where we look at the podium. You never know. I'm not wishing our riders to crash, but I'm wishing for a better position for myself. This championship is getting away from us. I'm sure we were down by 60 points, something like that, so it could be worse for us by the end of this one, or it could be 51 points we were behind. I don't really remember, but into the right-hand side for Arrabbiata 2. Kota Nazane is close. He might be having a lunge into Scarperia. This is probably one of my slowest corners, truth be told. And a quick change of direction. Nazane around the outside. Beautiful from the Yamaha Mastercamp rider. There comes Alcoba as well. We don't have enough fuel for power setting 3. Maybe a small amount on the straight. That's probably the most I can do, but this has been challenging. Beyond challenging. Went into Beyond 82. We might have a slipstream. We just might have a bit of something. There is red flags. Oh, the yellow flags. Is that Tony? No, it's Guevara. Okay, yeah, maybe I did wish bad things upon I can't say it. Tiger Tony Arbolino, of course. But power setting 2. Whoa, Nazane must have missed a gear or something, because he went really slow, and that was a couple of tenths lost on that lap. We're fighting for 6th place. Aaron Canett's just set the fastest lap of the race now of 49.324. That is a ridiculous lap time. 2 seconds quicker than your content creator you're watching right now. Crazy. I'd love to know what your guys' top laps are in Moto 2 here in Mugello. Maybe I just suck, but I'd love to know what yours is as well. With power setting 2, with this forward team, or something similar at least. I know in the qualifying I was doing 150s, and I wasn't that far behind, but I was far enough behind to not get into Q2, so that's all you really need to know. Not very strong, but I do feel strong here, and I think for the next round in Sachsenring, that could work in our favour. because there's not many straights, so we're not going to be losing too much time in power steering 2, but what we will lose time on is those corners where the AI can take full acceleration where we can't. I know in Moto 3, Saxering was ridiculous, it was way too difficult, I was like 3 seconds behind, but we'll see what happens in the race coming very, very soon. We do have some more live GP races coming very, very soon as well. I'm just deciding when to upload those videos. I have done them all. But into the right-hand side, Sergio Garcia is about a second behind us, so we could be taking a 7th place. And you know what? I'd take that. I think I'm happy with that. This should be a decent lap as well coming in from us on this final lap. There has been no crashes ahead of us unless Guevara wants to gift us a place. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, but I will. I know a lot of rides have crashed ahead of us, but with all things considered, 12 seconds away from Aldeguer, 7th place, I'll take it. I'm not too mad at that, and we set a 151.4 on the last lap. I'll take it. Not bad. Cheers, guys and girls. I'll take it. So there you go then, guys. Confirmation on your screens. Fermin Aldeguer is your winner of the Mugello Grand Prix. 2nd place is Alonso Lopez, and 3rd is Lorenzo Dalla Porta. Tony Arbolino, after crashing 3 times, still finished 4th. That is just ridiculous. But on the championship standings, yes, I feared this one. Pedro Acosta now has a 43-point deficit. Lopez moves up 4 spots to 3rd, and we stay the same in 5th, 61 points behind. Look at Fermin Aldeguer moving up 5 positions after taking the 25 points here in Italy. So guys, that's it from me. I do hope you enjoyed this video. This is a very difficult race for me, but I still enjoyed it as well. So guys, if you did, let me know in the comments section down below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'm on the push for 10,000 subscribers, and I do need your help. And of course, I do upload content every day as well. But guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.